evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waddell Field for this evening's high school football game between the Hawkeyes of Hamilton and the Byron Center Bulldogs. With me in the booth tonight is Jason King, my broadcast partner. Welcome, Jason.
Thanks.
And we're set for tonight's football game. This is the last home game of the season for the Byron Center Bulldogs. This is a must-win game for them tonight. They had a tough game against Coopersville last week, but we expect the Bulldogs to pull this game out of the hat and do a very good job tonight. It's my understanding that the Byron Center freshman football team finished the season with a perfect 9-0 record. They outscored their opponents 315-12. So we've got a good crop of youngsters coming up from the freshman team.
Yeah, I expect to see them in the next couple years, and I think this Bulldog team is going to be setting pretty in about 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years, we're going to look at a really strong football team. That's not to say that next year and the year after isn't going to be a strong team. We don't know what we've got coming next year.
That's right.
And Coach Sharmo does a whale of a job putting together a football team. So we expect the Byron Center Bulldogs to be right in the thick of things for the next couple of years. Okay, it's a beautiful night tonight. About 50 degrees, 55 degrees, and a few clouds in the sky, but I don't think they're calling for rain. And we're just about set for the kickoff of tonight's football game. So we're glad to have you with us. There's a huge crowd here from Hamilton. I think there's only 2 people left in the town of Hamilton tonight. I think probably the fire chief and the police chief are there. But it looks like everybody else is here.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking down at it right now, and I think it's a full stand out there.
Yeah, it looks pretty full. If you're looking for good entertainment, high school football is an excellent form of family entertainment. Tickets are reasonable, and it's an excellent way to spend an evening with your family. Okay, we're set to kick this ball off. Leonard's got the ball teed up, and Byron Center is going to go from the north to the south. Football is taken at the, looks like the 15-yard line by the Hamilton Hawkeyes, and he's going to be bumped out of bounds at about the 25-yard line, about 26-yard line. So the Hawkeyes will start 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line.
That was Chris Shippa, number 24 for the Hawkeyes, who will also be playing the right halfback tonight on that return.
Okay, it looks like there's some kind of penalty on the run back. And I think the Hawkeyes are going to make Byron Center kick again.
Yeah, they're running out there first like they were going to run a play, and then the coach called them all back, and they're on the sideline again, and it looks like you're right. They're going to set up and kick that ball again.
Looks like they probably called an offside penalty because the flag was thrown right down in front of us, Jason.
Oh, yeah, it is down there about
judge.
the 35-yard line, wasn't it?
Right. And it looks like he's going to go back 5 yards. So we'll be kicking off from about the 30-yard line. Well, you know, last week, kicking and muffs and that sort of thing really put us in a hole. We'll be kicking from the 35-yard line. That's right. They normally kick off from the 40. So they've gone back 5 yards, and Leonard's got the ball teed up again. So we'll start over again. We've used 6 seconds off the clock. And we've got a nice little squib kick.
Yeah, he should have cut back.
And they picked up about 5 yards. So the length of the penalty was just about what Hamilton picked up on the re-kick. So they're going to start now 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line. These white jerseys of Hamilton are hard to read from this distance. And Hamilton hands off to the first man through, and he's stuffed. Looks like they're going to lose about a yard, so it'll be 2nd down and 11. They came out in a similar to a wishbone.
It was similar, but the halfback was kind of, he was up more with, or the fullback was up more with the halfbacks on that.
Right. And they come out with the wing T and hand off to the setback, who tries to go wide, and he's going to be stopped after about a 4-yard gain. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 8.
That was the right halfback, Chris Shippa, that ran that ball out there, and looks like he a gain of what was that, about 8 there?
Well, no, he got a gain of 3.
Or 3.
So it's 3rd down and 8. They got one man in the backfield, 2 wideouts wide to the right. The pitch is out to the man in the backfield, and he's going to be rode down, short of the 1st down.
Hey, that was a good job by the Bulldog defense there. You got a 3rd and long. They're able to keep them from converting that 3rd down. It looks like it was number 29, Jason Vanderlaan, was on the tackle and wrapped him up, and it's going to force the Hawkeyes to punt it away.
Yeah, I think that was one of the problems that we had last week, was the defensive ends, or as they call them, outside linebackers for Byron Center, didn't control.
Oh, there's
Bit of a muff kick.
he fumbled the snap there.
Snap.
And then the Bulldogs were bringing it, and he was forced to pick it up and try and run with it. And it looks like he maybe ran for 2 yards, but the Bulldogs are going to have great field position. Looks like they're going to start on about
the
28-yard line now.
Yeah, the 28-yard line. So it'll be Byron Center's ball, 1st and 10, on the Hawkeyes' 28-yard line. Well, you know, last week the problem that we seemed to have was Coopersville could get wide on us. The defensive ends weren't closing and keeping the ball inside. But it looks like Vanderlaan has worked on that. Looks like Vanderlaan's worked on that, and so the defense was able to close.
Well, I tell you, the Bulldogs didn't get anything there. I think they may have even lost a yard on that play. No, they're spotting it back at the 28, so maybe he did get some forward progress back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Kevin Richards carried the football. And Ford brings the team out with 1 wing back and 1 man in the backfield. Richards. Ford's going to throw. Oh, there was a miscue. Ford's pass was incomplete. It was across the line of scrimmage, so it certainly was not a...
I think Ford may have actually ran into by number 48, Kevin Richards, on that play, and it may have forced a bad throw. I think he may have gotten backed up, and he backed up into Ford on that.
I see. Okay. Well, it certainly was a miscue someplace, because the receiver broke downfield and Ford threw behind him.
Yeah, there was nobody there.
Okay, we've got 2 men wide to the left, 1 wide to the right, and Ford backs out. It's going to throw a quick slant across the middle to number 18, Van Kampen.
Well, it's going to bring up 4th down, and 4th down and about 5. Actually, 4th down and about 4.
And it looks like it'll probably bring the field goal team out.
Yeah, here comes number 16, Jeff Leonard, on the field, and that's the Bulldog field goal kicker. And man, we saw last week he's got
plenty
leg
of leg
on him.
Yes, he does. He's got plenty of leg. So if he's accurate.
Well, I think he had enough leg on that one. It just wide right.
A little bit right. Well, the Bulldogs came out in their first possession with great field position, but they just weren't able to get things going. And they wound up turning the ball over, so the ball remains at about the 21-yard line now. 1st down for the Hamilton Hawkeyes.
Oh my goodness, this is great. Is that right, Tom? No, he's not. He was straight away kicker, but he was good.
And there's a fumble in the backfield. And Hamilton's going to lose about 3 or 4 yards. Yeah, about 5 yards.
I was watching Katie that time. I got linebackers. You got them?
Well, I think the thing to watch, Jason, is the defensive ends and see whether they can close that wide sweep this week.
Yeah,
If they can close the wide sweep and hold Hamilton inside, I think they've got a chance at winning this ball game. There's a flag in the backfield.
That was number 41, Brian Kushakun, the fullback for the Hawkeyes on the run, but this one might be coming back.
Yeah, they're talking to the Byron Center Bulldogs, so I would suspect that it'll be probably a holding call. No, there's an illegal shift.
I think
They had more than one man in motion. And so it'll be another 5-yard penalty. It'll be second down and 21. So the ball would be spotted just about the 10-yard line. Well, that's the direction we want them to go, but
They were running a 5-3, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-3.
5-3. 5-3.
well, it looks like the end strung it out and closed it down. So Coach Jarmo has made the adjustments it appears necessary to hold Hamilton inside so far.
Yeah, that was number 34, Ben Truce for the Hawkeyes. He's the left halfback on that run, and he just didn't have anywhere to go. There were orange Bulldog shirts everywhere on that play.
He just ran out of real estate. He ran to the sidelines and just couldn't find any place to turn it up. You know, you've got to turn the ball up and make it go north and south to get any yardage.
Yeah.
So it'll be third down and about 19. And the ball is thrown incomplete.
But it's going to bring up fourth down again. And I tell you that if that pass hadn't been overthrown and completed, that would have been some big yards on that pass.
Yes.
He was wide open. However, I didn't see the number on that receiver. He's on the opposite field where we're standing. It is hard to see those numbers on the jerseys.
Well, it's fourth down and 19, and the punter is standing inside the goal.
He got it away this time.
Sweet.
Well, Lee Hackley muffed that football.
I tell you
that
what.
isn't Lee.
That
I'm sorry, that's Dan Elliott.
was a great kick by
It
the
was
punter
a great
there.
kick. He was standing right on the end zone goal line. And Elliott took the ball at his own 46, 47-yard line.
Yeah.
And was dropped immediately because he muffed the football. Okay, Ford comes out with two wing backs, one man in the backfield, one man in motion. He hands to the inside man, Kevin Richards. And Richards picks up about 3 yards. Looks like he just ran a little speed off the left guard.
Yeah, you saw number 28 in motion on that play. I think what they're doing here is they're setting up maybe the play action they may use later in the game, because they set it off, they ran it up the middle, and halfway through the play, 28 was already about 10 yards down the field and wide open.
Right, and he goes again in motion. He got the ball handed off to him, and he's not going to get anything.
See, this time it was that same play, and it was the same run. 28 was in the motion. The only difference this time is 28 got the ball.
Yeah, he handed off, and Coach Jarmo was setting it up for them to follow the inside back, but they, these teams run the wing T and they practice against the wing T, so obviously, they're not going to be real surprised by the wing T.
We're gonna throw that jet pass right out here.
All right, we've got two men in motion. Two men in the left side, a man in motion to the left. And Ford winds up, throws long, and the ball is incomplete. Well, Van Kampen couldn't come down with the football.
He may have just picked the wrong receiver. There were three Hawkeyes on that receiver,
and there were two men wide open on the left side, weren't there?
There was.
Okay, well, it's 4th and 11, and so far, the Byron Center Bulldogs offense has just not been able to get the football going.
Yeah, this has been a defensive game so far.
And Ford kicks.
Neither offense really been getting anything going here. And
Oh, that was a spear right there. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the kind of mistake that young players make. He jumped on the pile a little bit late, and that's going to cost the Byron Center Bulldogs. So that's a big penalty. That's a 15-yard penalty. It's going to bring the ball up to the about the 41-yard line, where the Hawkeyes are going to have their best field position of the night so far.
yeah, those are the kind of mistakes the Bulldogs can't have tonight if they expect to win this game.
That's right. Yeah. You know, you get a young player, he gets excited, he wants to get in on the play, and that's what happens with it. Okay. Well, the handoff was inside there, and
That was to the number 41 fullback, Brian Kusakun, and he had nowhere to go. He didn't fool anyone on that fake there to the halfback.
Dan Lott was had his number all the way. Okay, I like the way Hamilton runs to the line. And they're going to hand off to the wing back from the right side, and he's going to be smothered. So it's going to be third down and about 9.
You know, this Bulldog defense has got the Hawkeye offense number right now. They're not able to run this ball either side, up the middle. They've tried one pass so far. It was overthrown. They haven't been able to get any. The Hawkeyes haven't gotten anything on offense so far.
That's right, nothing going so far. Well, it's been a defensive football game so far in the first half. There's.
Oh, Lucy! Yeah! Oh, jacked him up.
Well,
Well, there's the first third down conversion of the night.
yeah.
The quarterback, Luke Weldon, kept that ball and was able
what
to.
should have been a penalty.
There may have been an illegal block.
Yeah, there
in
was
the backfield.
in the backfield, and the white hat wanted to throw his flag, and then he let it go. But at this point, Hamilton has broken into the backfield, or to the Byron Center end of the field, and they're at about the Byron Center 46 or 47 yard line. So it's second down and 10. I like the way Hamilton runs to the line, you know. The whole team runs to the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and the handoff is to the inside guy, and the tackle missed him.
That was number 34, the halfback, Ben Troost. And here they are again trying to run the ball. On first down, they tried to run it up the middle, and there was nowhere to go. I think it was Josh West that was there. And then here they tried to run it out left, and they get picked up about 2 yards.
About 2 yards, yeah. Okay, the ball is at the Byron Center 44.5 yard line. And the handoff, well, the quarterback keeps it, and he's gonna push close to the first down.
You know, I think that's the best playbook they have, or best play they got in their playbook, is that quarterback keeper. It's the only play that's worked so far tonight for them.
Right. Well, it's awful close, and I think they're going to call a timeout for the measurement. It's real close to a first down. Byron Center varsity football is brought to you tonight by Boudry's Lumber Company. Boudry's Lumber Company at 976 76th Street in Byron Center, in Grand Rapids. Boudry's Lumber Company.
Well, I tell you, that nose, that football just touched that stake.
Just touched it.
And they got that first down. I thought it was going to be short, and when they spotted the ball.
It was awful close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's the second first down of the night, and the Hamilton Bulldogs are on the march. Quarterback is back for the pass. He's got a man open, but he's out of bounds.
Yeah, they just threw the ball out of bounds there. Luke Weldon, he just overthrew it, threw it out of bounds. It was intended for actually the halfback, number 24, Chris Shippa, but by the time he got to the ball, he was already out of bounds.
It's sort of a rainbow effect on that football. It was up in the air and just didn't come down where Shippa was until he was out of bounds. Well, Hamilton is at the Byron Center 36-yard line, second down and 10, and he's not going to get any place. They're trying to run the center of that football, or center of the line, and they're just not getting anywhere. Big Josh Fleer was in there and took him down. Hamilton picks up 1 yard on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 10.
That's a little daunting when I think
Josh is a junior. He's a big junior.
Oh, he dominates that defensive line.
Yes, he does.
I think he makes about half of it.
Yeah. Well, they ran off tackle that time and ran outside of Josh and picked up big yardage.
Tell you, number 9, Jared Ford, and number, I believe it's 33, Joshua Dakin, saved the touchdown on that.
Yeah, Josh Dakin got over and saved the touchdown. But the Hawkeyes have first down, and that's 1st and 10. And they're driving. He's down to about the 5-yard line at this point. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Hamilton can get a first down without getting a touchdown, Jason.
Yeah, it looks like they, if they could get a first down, they get it within about a yard of the goal line.
Well, the running back picked up maybe a yard. I'm not even sure he got a yard on that play.
See where they spot it. It looks like he just got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about
Real
it.
close to it. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4. Well, I would look for that quarterback bootleg here. There's going to be an official's timeout. Looks like somebody's lost a piece of their equipment someplace.
Seemed to be some confusion as to what the play call was, and the Hawkeyes called a timeout with 29 seconds left in the first period.
Okay, with 29 seconds left in the first period, the Hawkeyes take a timeout, and the score is Hamilton 0 and Byron Center 0. Hamilton's knocking on the door, Jason. They're down to the 5-yard line, but it's 3rd and 3 at the 5-yard line. Well, Byron Center's got to come up with something to slow this Hamilton offense down.
Actually, it was probably smart for the Hawkeyes to call a timeout there, and you got a 3rd down situation here, and you're on the 5-yard line. You need 4 yards for the first down, but I think they're probably thinking touchdown here.
Yeah, I think they are too. That's right.
Byron Center Bulldogs would also like to wish you a happy birthday.
Well, the Bulldogs are going to have to regroup on this timeout and get their breath. It looked like to me in the last couple of plays, Byron Center wasn't prepared to play at the time that the Hawkeyes came to the line and snapped the football.
Well, like you pointed out before, the Hawkeyes, they really run up to the line, they get the play off quick, and they get moving, and there's not a whole lot of time between plays. So they're kind of controlling, I think, the momentum and speed of this game right now.
And the tempo of the game, sure. The center comes out first, then the team goes up, and it's almost like the first or second count. Okay, the bootleg. Well, did I call it or what? There it is.
Oh, they're going to call him down. Looked like he got in, but
Looked
he
like
may
he
have the
stretched.
first down.
Yeah, he got a first down, but it looked like he stretched.
Look how he stretched, but I think the official's going to say that his knee was down before he got that ball got over the goal line.
I got to tell you the truth, my eyes can't see that far right now to be able to tell you that, what it was. Well, I thought that I thought he stretched enough to. I thought the quarterback stretched enough to get the ball into the end zone.
It was close, but here they are. They got 4 more downs to punch it in from the 1-yard line.
Right. Okay. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one, it's the Byron Center Bulldogs 0 and the Hamilton Hawkeyes 0. And we're going to change ends of the field all the way down 99 yards and start at the south end of the field with Hamilton having first and goal on the 1-yard line.
Quick block.
Well, it's been a pretty good football game so far.
It's been a real defensive football game up until this this drive by the Hawkeyes. Now you got their quarterback number 7, Luke Weldon. And they're running a lot of the quarterback keepers, and it seems to be working for them.
Well, it seems that Byron Center had the Hawkeyes deep in their own end of the field until the kick, and then there was a piling on penalty that added 15 yards to the kick, and that seemed to spark the Hawkeyes and spark their drive.
Oh, she was bad.
Okay, here comes the Hawkeyes for the first play of the second quarter. You see that center come out of there, and then it'll be just very quickly their team will come to the line, and the quarterback tries a quarterback sneak, and he's not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, the Hawkeye offense, they come to the line, they snap the play, they don't give the Bulldog defense any time to look at their formations, look and see what's going on, and maybe make some moves if need be.
They make an adjustment if they need to. Often the defense will call a strong side one way or the other based on the tight end, and they'll move. You'll hear them holler Louie, Louie, or something else, and they'll move either left or right, shifting the defensive line depending on the strength. Again,
looks like that was a quarterback keeper, and it's going to be a Hawkeye touchdown.
He went over the top that time, and if he got there just barely. Well, with 11 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second period, the Hawkeyes score. They draw first blood, and the score at this point is Byron Center 0 and Hamilton 6. And they're going to set up for the extra point. It's going to be a kick. Unless they fake us out.
Jared Scarborough, 53.
The kicker's up, and it's good.
That was number 53, Jared Scrotenbohr, on the extra point.
Looks like he didn't take much in the way of steps at all. He just...
Looks like he's a pretty big kid, and he just may not need to take many steps, just put his foot into it.
Yeah, that's all he did. He just stepped up 1 or 2 steps and kicked it straight through on a head-on kick, which is kind of unusual nowadays for kickers. Usually you're looking at soccer-style kickers that are kicking off the left side or the right side of their foot. But the Hawkeye kicker just stepped up and booted it. Now it looks like he may be the kickoff man as well, and we'll take a look at his style. So Scrotenbohr is going to tee the ball up at the 40-yard line. Okay.
Check out that mark.
Well, Elliott's forward progress was at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, he was met by a wall of Hawkeyes too when he got there.
Yeah, he was.
He ended up getting pushed back about 10 yards.
Now the Byron Center Bulldogs start 1st and 10 at about their own 35, their 25-yard line. I'm sorry, 25-yard line. And they come out with 1 man wide to the right, 2 wide to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Ford's going to roll out, and he's going to throw and hit his hitters wide out.
That was a beautiful play. It's number 18, Eric Van Kampen, on the reception. Ford just swung out there to the left and fired that ball on the run. Squared up and threw it, and it was a strike to Van Kampen right in the numbers.
That's right. He hit him right in the numbers, and Van Kampen, in fact, it may have been so strong that Van Kampen
couldn't turn around and run with the ball.
Yeah, looked like he slipped to me, though. Okay, again, 1 man wide to the left. We've got 1 man wide to the right. Have a slot man. The ball was handed off to the slot.
A short gain of about 2 or 3 yards. In fact, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Well, Elliott was the slot man, and that's who they handed off to. And they have 1 man wide to the right, 2 wing backs, and 1 man in the backfield. And Ford's back to pass. And he's got, he had Van Kampen on the run, and Van Kampen just dropped the ball.
It was another perfect pass by Jared Ford.
It was.
Kampen just couldn't hang on to it. It looked beautiful. That play just came together beautifully. And
it looked like Eric had to wait just a second for the football, but he was almost to the sidelines, and he had to slow up and look the ball in, and for some reason he must have taken his eye off the ball, and we've got 3rd down and 8.
But I think the play call on that in those last 4 plays or so have been perfect, and I think you're really going to catch this Hawkeye on their heels now, expecting Jared to throw the ball.
Yeah.
In fact, here he's in the puck again, and
Jared's going to get away. He's not going to. Well, he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, it's going to bring up, looks like 4th and 11.
Yeah, it looks like to me that the Hawkeyes are just teeing off and coming after Jared now. I think what you're going to see is you're going to see Coach Jarmo hand off inside on that draw. They start teeing it up and coming after the passer. He'll slow him down by a draw. That's the only thing you can do when you get that kind of pressure, you know.
Well, I think Jared did what he needed to do, and that's hang on to the ball, not force an interception, not force a fumble, and have the poise of mind to struggle and maybe pick up another 4 or 5 yards to help his punter out.
Okay, well, Jared Ford punched the football, and the ball was picked up at the 19-yard line and by number 15, and he was dropped immediately. Well, he was dropped by number 15.
That's going to be a Hawkeye 1st and 10 on about the 19-yard line.
The handoff is to the wing back.
It's number 34, Ben Troost.
Yeah, he's going to come around to the right side, Jason, but I like the way Coach Jarmo's got his outside linebackers. They call them outside linebackers. They were defensive ends when I went to school, but his defensive ends seem to be closing tonight. You don't have that open door policy that they had last week with Coopersville. Well, that running back just picked his way through there, didn't he? It's number 24.
He did. It was number 2,
24.
to Burgeon. It was on the tackle. But, still, it was after not until after a gain of about 5 yards. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and short, 3rd and 2 yards to be exact.
Shippa picked his way through there. It looked like our boys are having a hard time picking up the football. A man in motion, he hands to the inside guy, and he's going to pick up the first down, it looks like. He may not have gotten
Well,
it.
this is going to be close. They may have to measure this one depending upon where they spot this ball.
It's going to be 4th down and about a foot. Well, the real question is how much confidence does...
I would expect to see a quarterback draw here.
It's going to be how much confidence does Coach Myers have in this offense, and it looks like he's got a lot of confidence in him. And it looks like they're going to get that first down.
No, they haven't signaled it yet. There it is. So that is a Hawkeye first down.
Well, that was a tough first down. They worked for that. So.
I was actually surprised to see Luke Weldon hand that ball off. I figured he'd keep it and just try to punch it up to six inches or so they needed.
Either that or swing wide and with everyone expecting the ball to come up the middle.
Right.
And there's another first down.
That was number 41, the fullback Brian Kusakun on that carrying the ball, and it looked like number 79, Josh West, who I believe is one of the offensive linemen, helped push him those 12 yards to get that first down.
He's a real short little fellow. And Luke is going to get a first down and a little bit more. And that's that bootleg. Well,
looks like he picked up about 15 on that, and it's going to be another Hawkeye first down. In fact, I think that's 3 plays in a row now. They've gotten first downs.
They've gotten first downs, and they are now inside the Byron Center end of the field. So the ball is spotted at just the nose of it's right at the 45-yard line. We've got 6 minutes and 55 seconds left in the second period. The ball is to the wingman over the right tackle, and he's going to pick up 3 or 4.
It's number 36, Dan Elliott, wrapped him up before he got that first down. It looked like he was going to break away, and Dan Elliott had him by the ankles.
Yeah, and in fact, he picked up about 7 yards on that play, so it'll be 2nd down and 3. And there's the first down. Now that's another first down.
Right now, the Hawkeyes are playing some real power forward, just kind of smash mouth football and just pounding it up the middle, whereas before it wasn't working. The Bulldogs were stopping everything. Now they're making forward progress at a rapid rate.
Yeah, they are. They come out with a, it's almost a full house backfield. It's kind of a bent wishbone. There's a 3-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd down and about 7.
Yeah. Last week it worked again too.
Yeah, the wing was in motion, and he gets the handoff inside, and Dakin picked him up. Stops him cold right at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and about 7, maybe even 8.
Well, those last 2 plays, that's what we expect to see out of this Bulldog defense.
Right.
Looking like the first quarter defense again.
The handoff was inside again. And on 4th down, he didn't get much, did he?
No, it's going to bring up 4th down and 7. And
now the question is whether Coach Myers is going to kick or whether he's going to have the confidence in the offense to pick up that 7 yards. I'd watch for that quarterback draw or that quarterback sweep again.
No, he's to the left of the 4.
Well, it looks like they're going for it. It's a pass.
Drops the football.
Dropped. I tell you, Luke threw a perfect pass. The receiver just couldn't hang on to the ball. In fact, it looked like he looked upfield before he actually caught the ball and just didn't concentrate on the ball before he was trying to think about where he was going to run.
Yeah, he needed to look the ball in first. It was a perfectly thrown pass, and you can't blame that on the quarterback. He did what he was supposed to do. So the ball gets turned over on downs at the about the 24-yard line, 23-yard line. Byron Center's own 23-yard line. So they'll have 1st and 10. Have a man wide to the left.
Let to see this Bulldog offense can get something going now.
Yeah, they need to get something clicking, don't they?
Well, there we go.
And there's a big hole for Kevin Richards up the left side.
Well, that was a great run. You see him how he had both hands over that ball, protecting as he went up the middle like that?
Yeah. He's a pretty sure runner. Kevin Richards, number 48.
After all the fumbles last week, I think maybe Coach Drumo has coached his team and said we have to protect the football this week.
Yeah. And Ford is back to pass. And he's got a man wide open again. And that'll be a first down.
I think that's number 18, Van Kampen again. And Jared Ford threw a perfect pass.
Jay Tubergen was the receiver, Kevin.
Okay.
I mean, Jason, I'm sorry. Well, that's a Byron Center first down, so they'll be 1st and 10 with the ball spotted just inside the 50-yard line.
There's about 3:47 left on the clock.
Got 2 men in the backfield now. And it's a double handoff. And
you know, I think that play was run right, but I think Jared Ford missed his block. I think he was supposed to be the power in front of that and blocked that that cornerback that came in and made that tackle.
Yeah, instead he was out in front of him, and just Hackley had nowhere to go. That'll be 2nd down and 11. 2 men wide to the left, 1 wide to the right, 1 man in the backfield, man in motion. Hackley comes in motion to the left. Ford's back to pass. He's going to throw it to Hackley. He's going to turn upfield. But he's going to be tackled in the open field. It's a nice tackle. Number 34 of the Hawkeyes, Ben Troost, made an open field tackle, a really nice one. Well, it'll be 3rd down and 13.
Yeah, had Hackley been able to break that one tackle, he would have had some real positive yards on that play. There was no one else over there.
He had a big gain there if he could have gotten free. There's that wrap draw. And Elliott's got it, and he's got a first down and more. And a little bit of piling on there at the end. But
a beautiful play, had everyone faked on it, and before you knew it, it was in the runner's arms, and he was gone for about a 20-yard gain, I think, on that play.
Yeah. That's that rep draw that Coach Jarmo plays at the end of the second quarter. Usually I don't expect it until about 45 seconds left in the second quarter. But it seems to pick up big yardage every time.
I think there were about 3 defensive players that got to the quarterback on that and was surprised to see he didn't have the ball.
Right. And there's Elliott right up the middle again. And he's going to be real close to another first down. So maybe the brain trust for the Byron Center Bulldogs has found a weakness in this Hamilton defense. So it's 2nd down and 1 at the 22-yard line.
I think it's the tackle.
All right, Ford's got 2 men wide to the right, 1 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Steps back, he's going to throw, and it was just a little bit long over the arms.
Great effort by the receiver. I can't see his number from here. It looks like number 28, Lee Hackley.
He stretched all the way out for the football and just couldn't get there.
I tell you what, everyone in the stands were holding their breath. It looked like he was about to pull off a Desmond Howard-like reception there in the end zone.
Yeah, he was. That's Lee Hackley. He's the athletic director's son. Quite an athlete. So with 1:13 left in the first half of this football game, Byron Center Bulldogs have 3rd down and 1. Man in motion, handoff is inside, and he may have been able to get enough for the first down. Depends on where they mark that forward progress.
Well, they haven't signaled it yet.
No, they have not.
They're going to call an official timeout, and they're going to, I think, going to come out here and mark this ball.
Well, they're going to call a Byron Center timeout.
Oh,
and
okay.
the ball is going to be marked about a yard shy.
Well, Jim, if you're the coach, you got 4th and short, 56 seconds left in the half. Do you go for this, or do you bring out your strong leg number 16, Jeff Laner, and try and kick a field goal?
I'm the kind of guy I'd go for it. I think Coach Sharmo will too. He's got the guts to go for it. I don't think he's going to want to just settle for 3 and go in halftime 7-3. I think he's going to go for it and try and pick up that first down. He's got the momentum going now. He's got his team is starting to get the ball in gear.
Not only that, but I think that was their first timeout, and they should have 2 remaining.
Yeah.
And with 56 seconds left on the clock, if they can pick up the first down with 2 timeouts left, they should have enough time to put this ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they should. It's this Byron Center team is very explosive, and you know they've got 21 yards to go to get to the end zone, and I think Coach Sharmo will go for it on 4th down. What's the worst that can happen? You got 56 seconds left. It's he's got 2 timeouts left, and you know, actually I expect him to go for the end zone here. Nope, he's not, but he's got the first down. Elliott's definitely got the first down. He went over the...
He got the first down, then some. I think that was some. About a 5-yard gain on that, and he only needed about 2 feet.
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 10 with the ball spotted at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, less than
49 seconds. We got 1 man wide to the left, 1 to the right. We've got a wing back and 1 man in the backfield.
They're taking too much time to get this play off.
Yeah. And Ford's got a man open, and that's Hackley. And he's down to about the 3-yard line. So
I think the Bulldogs have to call a timeout here. 31 seconds left on the clock. They got a 1st and goal. Looks like they're going to spot this ball.
They're going to call timeout. So we're right in sync with Coach Jarmo tonight. I think that he's calling a smart football game. Hackley got a really poor spot. I thought he was down closer to the end zone than where they've marked the football. They marked it at about the 4.
I thought he would actually, when at the end of the play, it looked like that first official had his foot right about the 1-yard line, and you threw it back downfield, and yeah, they got it marked. I think it's even outside of the 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was down closer to the 2 or 3. But they marked it at just about the 4-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal on the 4-yard line with 31 seconds, and I think that this Byron Center team's got to suck it up and go for it now.
Well, they have the momentum now, I think. This has been a good drive so far.
Well, if they can score, this is going to turn into a really great football game. It's been a great football game so far. This is tremendous, tremendous family entertainment. If you get a chance to, you should go out to a high school football game. It'll also make you realize how old you're getting.
It's like number 28, Lee Hackley's in the backfield, and they're going to fake to him. Actually, that was 36.
Ford's going to roll out. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete.
So if he didn't get rid of that ball when he did, he would have been sacked for a huge loss.
For a huge loss, yeah. All right, well, it'll be 2nd and goal with 24 seconds left. There's excellent defensive coverage by the Hawkeyes team.
Because it was an incomplete pass to stop the clock at 24 seconds, and I'm sure that when the Bulldogs took that timeout, that Coach Shermo probably called 2 or 3 plays in advance.
I would suspect so. He's got trips. Well, he looks like 2 men wide to the left, 1 to the right. He's got a slot back, and Elliott is going out, and he's going to throw the end zone, and that's a touchdown.
Beautiful pass.
Yes, it was. It was to number 23, I believe.
Looks like
Troy
number
Thornton.
23, Troy Thornton.
Okay, so that's a touchdown.
I think he had 2 or 3 receivers he could have threw the ball to.
Yeah, Elliott was open in the end zone, and so was Thornton, and there was a couple more. I think the Bulldogs just floated the zones, and there just was more people to cover than the Hawkeyes could cover. And Leonard scores, and it'll be with 19 seconds left in the first half. The score is Byron Center 7 and the Hamilton Hawkeyes 7. Well, Byron Center varsity football is brought to you by Boudry's Lumber Company. Boudry's Lumber Company is at 976 76th Street in Grand Rapids. And we appreciate them sponsoring varsity football at Byron Center High School. This has been a whale of a football game.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go in a halftime and a tie, and this turned out to be an incredible game, and it's nice to see the Bulldogs finally found some offensive momentum there.
Yeah, well, we knew it was there, but it just hasn't reared its ugly head here in this game.
Well, they went from the first quarter trying to run the ball. In the second quarter, they came out, and it looks like they're going to try and rely on the arm of Jared Ford, and it's worked so far.
Well, Jared's got a great arm. There's no question about it. He's been a varsity football player for 3 years, a starter for 3 years, and it shows.
Well, and he passed for over 1,300 yards last season alone.
Yeah. Now Leonard kicks off, and Hamilton's going to take the ball on their own 15, and he's got a little bit of an opening here on the wall, and he's going to be bumped out of bounds at about the 50-yard line.
No, they're not.
No.
There's a flag.
Yeah, there's a flag.
It looked like that penalty may be called a number 43. I don't know if he was getting up in joy.
I don't know. It looked like he may have done some things he shouldn't have done.
Yeah, that was going to be a personal foul, number 43.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Byron Center Bulldogs.
I think that's going to be the topic of Coach Shermo's halftime
Coach Shermer's
rally.
Going to have a conversation, because that young man should not have thrown his fist.
No.
And that's what caused the penalty. I mean, it was a blatant penalty.
Back behind the stock. Oh yeah, it was 6 or 7.
No, Coach Shermo prides himself in running a class act, and this is a type of actions he's not going to tolerate from his players.
especially right out in front of everyone. There's a lot of things that go on under that pile, Jason.
A lot of emotion.
A lot of different things that go on under the pile. When I was playing college football, it's incredible how many times my fingers happen to get in people's eyes and things, and those things happen in a pile. It's just one of those things. But throwing fists is not one of those kind of things that Coach Sharmo's going to put up with, and you can't blame him for it. Okay, well, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hawkeyes with the clock running. They must be moving it back down.
Actually, it did read 4 seconds, and it looks like the coaches, the refs talked about it, and they put 2 more seconds back on the clock.
Well, they didn't get the clock stopped in time, but there's 6 seconds left. And there's going to be a halfback option. And that's going to run the clock out. So that's going to be the end of the first half of this football game with Byron Center 7 and the Hawkeyes 7. So it's been a whale of a football game. Stay with us, and we'll see you in the second half. Welcome back to the second half of the Byron Center Bulldogs and the Hamilton Hawkeyes high school football game. Well, we went to halftime with a score at 7-7, Jason. And the Hamilton Hawkeyes are teeing the football up, and we're ready for the kickoff on the second half.
Yeah,
Remember,
the Bulldogs are set to receive.
Number 53 has the football teed up at about the 40-yard line. Well, right on the 40-yard line.
I tell you, it was an exciting first half, especially that last Bulldog drive.
It's been a defensive struggle almost the entire game. And Hackley has the football, but there is a flag.
It will most likely be either a holding or an illegal block.
Well, let's see what this flag is. It's going to be against Byron Center. It'll probably be a hold.
Going back to the spot of the foul, and they're going to walk off.
That's going to be a big
10
one.
yards.
It looks like it's going to be a holding call. So the ball is going to come back to about the 11-yard line. And that's where the Byron Center Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
You know, essentially, that's a 25-yard penalty.
Yes, it is.
Because they mark the ball from the spot of the foul and then walk off 10 yards from there.
Yeah. No question. So that's a costly penalty to start this second half. And Ford hands off inside, and just a straight trap for 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. The ball is at the Byron Center 14-yard line. Ford has a man wide to the left, one wide to the right, wingman and one man in the backfield. He rolls back, and he's got that Van Kampen on the crossing pattern, but he just overthrew him just a little bit. Van Kampen just couldn't hang on to the football. It was just a little bit out of his reach.
Yeah, I think Jared just threw it a little too far in front of him. But it almost looked like before Van Kampen got there, he may have slipped a bit and maybe lost a step or two on his way to that route.
Yeah, and the timing was off just a little bit. So we've got 3rd down and 8. And man in motion. Ford's back to pass. And he's got Tubergen. And he's going to be just a little short of the 1st down.
It's a great catch by Tubergen on that play.
I think he's going to be awfully close. Well, they're signaling 1st down.
Tell you, it looked like the refs weren't sure, and the white hat came over and took a look at it and then called that the 1st down. It must have been close.
I think it was very close. Now Ford comes and brings the team to the line. He's got 2 wingbacks, 1 man in the backfield, 1 man in motion. Hands off to Hackley, and he's going to try and make the corner. And he's going to be snowed under, but he's going to come up close to the 1st down.
Looks like he's going to be about 3 yards short, and indeed, about 2 yards short. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
He picked up about 8 yards on that play, Jason.
Yeah, it was a good play. It was just a little sweep to the right-hand side.
Looks like Hamilton's come out just a little timid on defense. Handoff is inside, and they're going to pick up the 1st down. So Dan Elliott picks up the first down and a whole bunch more. It looks like he picked up about 8 more yards.
They gained about 10 yards total on that play, and you're right. I think they got the Hawkeyes on their heels there. You got to remember the Bulldogs went into the half with the momentum after that tremendous drive to even up the score at 7-all.
Well, the Bulldogs have a first down at their own 40-yard line. The nose of the football is just short of the 40-yard line. Looks like Byron Central's made quite a few adjustments at halftime. They've got 2 men in the backfield, 1 slot back, 1 man wide to the left. Ford's back to pass, sets up. He's going to throw long.
Oh, great play!
And it's just knocked out of Van Kampen's hand by number 23.
I tell you what, Van Kampen was open on that play until the last minute, and that safety was able to scramble and get over there and get in front of that ball and nearly pick it off.
Aaron Lowe came over. He's a cornerback. He came over and just knocked the ball out of Van Kampen's hands at the last moment. It's probably one of the best defensive plays I've seen this season. Aaron Lowe really played that well. Okay, so with second down, Byron Center has 1 man wide to the right, 1 to the left, slot man, and 1 man in the backfield. And Ford's going to get away from the rush, and he's got a man just sitting out in the open field. Hackley takes the ball right at the 50-yard line. He's going to be about a foot short of the first down.
It's a nice play by Hackley, but I think Hackley needs to know where that first down marker is, and he ran that post just short of the first down. If he would have ran it another yard out, he would have had a first down on that play.
Yeah, that's a mistake that the underclassmen are going to make, but next year he'll be a yard outside of that down marker. Okay, Ford's got 2 wingmen, 1 man in the backfield, 1 man wide right and wide left. He's going to hand off inside on a speed. He didn't hand off. It's the quarterback running it. Looked like a speed to me.
Yeah, Jared just kept that ball and ran it up the middle and picked up about 5 yards or so on it to get the first down.
Well, they fooled me, Jason. These old eyes can't see it as well as they used to.
I thought you saw something I didn't see.
I had 2 men in the backfield. 1 man wide to the right, got a slot back in motion. Ford takes a 3-step drop, and he's going to fire long. And Van Kampen slipped, and it looked like he was interfered with.
Yeah, it did. He did definitely slip on his own, and I think maybe that's why the flag wasn't thrown, is because they ruled it uncatchable by him because he fell. But it did look like at the end of the play, the defender had his arm down on holding Van Kampen to the ground.
Yeah, it looked like he was. It was very close to a pass interference call, but it's second down and 10. Well, Byron Center has the ball at the Hamilton 47-yard line. 1 wide receiver, 2 slot men. Hackley's in motion. And Ford's back to pass. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket.
There we go.
And he's going to be sacked.
Yeah, the Hawkeyes brought it on that play and
they did.
Really put Jared under pressure there, and Jared just didn't have any place to go.
He's got the wheels to get away from the rush, but there was just too many white shirts.
Almost everybody, it's a zone. They drop the tackles off and send everybody else. At that time, they didn't send Daniel, so they must have got the sense outside.
It's third down and 13.
Daniel on the other outside.
We've got 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Hackley's in motion, coming across to the left. And Ford's going to throw out to the outlet man. He makes 1 man miss, but he's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So it was a nice catch by Hackley. It was a nice way to get at and get that first defender to miss, but he just didn't take off. He missed, and it seemed like he watched and was waiting, and instead of running the ball upfield.
Yeah, you've got to run the ball north and south to make yardage. But, in all fairness to him, there were white shirts that were closing on him fast. He had to make 1 man miss, and he was trying to make another one miss, and it just didn't get there.
Oh, there's a flag.
Oh,
and
there's going to be a flag roughing the kicker on.
Yeah,
that
that's
play.
going to be an automatic first down. Jared was knocked down trying to kick the football.
No, he wasn't just knocked down. I think he was clobbered on that one.
Yeah, he was.
Of course, it looks like the Hawkeyes are trying to argue that they may have tipped that ball.
Jared says he tipped it. I bet he ain't buying it, though.
No, I don't think that the White Hat's going to buy that because, you know, they're going to try and protect that punter as much as possible. He's exposed with his leg up in the air.
Well, that's a costly penalty right there.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It looks like there's some confusion as to how many
Well,
yards the penalty is. They haven't marked it off yet, and Jared actually started walking over to the sideline, you know, the coach to get a play, and he's coming back, and he still hadn't marked the ball.
Well, they may only call it a 5-yard penalty.
Is it automatic?
5-yard penalty.
It's automatic, is it? Every punt.
Huh. Now
Well,
that is interesting, and it may be a difference in the high school rules as opposed to college. But in college, that's a automatic first down.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering if maybe there's 2 calls on it, and maybe they're calling it incidental, and it's only a 5-yard. Maybe it's similar to a face mask call.
Sammy, get away from it. What do you do? I didn't see it.
Well, that really worked to the benefit of the Bulldogs. They were able to now pin the Hawkeyes down on what looks to be about the 20-yard line.
The pole is right here. I seen him come, but I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, there's a little bit of extracurricular activity down there, and
Yeah.
some of the crowd didn't like it too well.
Well, the ball hadn't been touched yet. The crowd, the Hawkeye crowd didn't like it because a Bulldog came in and actually hit one of the Hawkeyes, but really the ball hadn't been downed yet, and he's free to block that
That's
ball.
right. Well, the Hawkeyes are free to pick the ball up and run with it, too.
That's right.
So, you know, the boy was doing what he was taught to do. So, okay, the Hawkeyes carry the ball forward for about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, he went across Josh's face. No,
Well, I didn't see much on that one. I just saw a big pile up. I don't know who got the ball. Who was there on the stop? It was
it looked like
a big mass of football players in the middle of the field.
It looked like Josh Fleer was that mass out there in the middle of the field.
Oh, he is
It's
about
3rd down and 4.
He does make up about half of the mass of the
Yeah, he
defensive line out there.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Oh.
Okay, Vanderlaan is going to shut that corner down. Now that's different than last week for sure. Defensive ends are closing, and
It looks like that was number 36, Dan Elliott, that just clobbered that Hawkeye.
yeah, he did. But number 29, Jason Vanderlaan, was out there to make him turn up. And then Elliott came in and just laid him out. So the Hawkeyes have to punt. And they get a booming punt off.
I tell you what, that's 2 beautiful kicks I see now by the Hawkeye punter. There was some confusion there by the Bulldogs as to who was actually supposed to catch the ball. I think they both had it, and finally one of them took it and ran with it, and only gained about 3 yards or so with it.
Yeah, Thornton took the football and went ahead and ran with it. And, you know, they have to decide who's going to take the football.
That was a monster of a punt.
It was an extremely good punt. Ball is down at the Byron Center 29-yard line. So the Byron Center Bulldogs are going to have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left in the 3rd period. One wide out to the right, one to the left, wing back, and a man in the backfield. And Jason's going to throw to Vanderlaan. He's going to be hit immediately, but he's going to pick up 5 yards.
What you look for there is Vanderlaan caught that ball at about the 33-yard line, and was able to take that defender and gain 2 more yards. That's 2 yards after the hit.
After the hit, yeah. Well, it's 2nd down and 5. Now that's what you want to see, and it's 2nd down and short, 2nd down and 5. You can pick up 4 or 5 yards every carry. You're going to go right down the field. Same formation, one wide to the right, one to the left. You got a little blitz coming, and Tubergen's going to take the football just short of the 1st down. He's got about a yard to go.
I tell you, I like those, love those turn and shoot plays like that.
Yeah. Well,
these receivers really seem disciplined. They're running precise routes. I haven't seen any of them really miss their route yet, other than a few maybe ran it a little too short here, or maybe the timing was a bit off.
Well, from slipping or those kinds of things. But Jared, for the most part, has put the ball right on the money. I think we've only seen a couple of times where Jared's overthrown a receiver, once in the end zone, once out here when he didn't get Vanderlaan. Well, it looks like Kevin Richards is picked up the 1st down. So that's going to move the chains, and the ball is going to be spotted right at the Bulldogs' 40-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the 3rd period. The Bulldogs are on the march. And Hackley takes the handoff from the wing.
Good job, Jared.
You know, we've seen that play about 3 or 4 times so far tonight, where they put Hackley on the motion. They snap the ball just before he gets there, and it's a quick handoff. And I think that's the most I've seen a gain so far is 2 yards. It really hasn't been real successful for them yet.
No, it hasn't. But you know, Hamilton has to they have to be cognizant of that wingman. But it's 2nd down and 8. Got 2 men wide to the left, one to the wide to the right, and there's a flag. Too much time. Now, that's the first time we've seen that penalty called this evening.
Well, they're just taking too much time trying to get the ball off there.
It seems like they're taking an awful long time just trying to get the play in and get the ball off. So that's going to move the ball back 5 yards. Going to make it 2nd down and 13. And they're going to come out with the same formation. 1 wingman, 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, and a man in the backfield. Jared's going to step back and fire to the man on the outside, who is going to step out of bounds as he catches the ball.
I tell you what, he almost had that and brought it down in bounds. He was pleading his case there for a minute, and the ref said, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, he...
you could see that was actually an audible called at the line by Ford. He touched his, or patted his top of his helmet, and I think there was a signal to Vanderlaan to run the slant rather than maybe a post or whatever else might have been called.
Sure.
You saw Jared come up and look at the defense and then turn over Vanderlaan and pat the top of his head and said, hey, we're running this one now.
And Vanderlaan tried to drag that left foot, but he just stepped out as he caught the football. And Ford steps back, and he's going to fire long, and he's got a man out there. And by golly, he's got the ball, and it's going all the way. Hackley's going to catch the ball and take it all the way. With no flags, it's a touchdown. Well, that was double coverage.
It was an incredible play. It turns out to be about a 55 to a 60-yard touchdown pass play.
Well, you know, this
Hackley just pure outran the cornerback on that one and was able to get in front of him, where it looked like it wasn't going to work because he was actually about 2 yards behind the cornerback.
Yes, he was when Jared threw the football, and he just outran that cornerback and ran under the football. And there is a flag on the play.
I expect that they'll deny that and they'll take the extra point.
It's going to be against Hamilton.
I think they're going to keep the point.
Well, let's see what this white hat's going to call here.
I think it's going to be a roughing the kicker.
And it'll probably be declined because Byron Center is going to take the points. I cannot imagine that they would take the points off the board.
The only way I could see them doing that is if they decide to think now they're a yard and a half closer, and maybe they think they can punch it in from a yard and a half or 2 points. But I think they'll keep the point.
I think they'll keep the point. I cannot imagine that they would not.
Yeah,
Okay,
it has been declined.
It's been waved off. It's going to be a roughing the kicker call against Hamilton. It's going to be declined, and the score is going to remain. So the score is going to remain Byron Center 14 and Hamilton 7. We've got 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in the third quarter. But you know, that's an indication, Jason. This Byron Center football team can score at any moment. They're a very explosive football team. They always have been. As long as I've been watching Byron Center football, they've been very explosive.
Well, the receivers have been doing a terrific job tonight. Jared's been throwing beautiful strikes.
Yes, he has.
And then you got people like Hackley, who's got a set of wheels on him, are able to beat cornerbacks when you're thinking there's no way. Why did he throw that ball? Next thing you know, Hackley's out in front.
Yeah, it's there's no question about it. There's a fumble. And there's a block in the back. There was a block in the back by a Hamilton player that was not called, but the Hamilton ball carrier is going to bring the ball up to about the 25-yard line. So Hamilton's going to start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That was almost devastating for the Hawkeyes. Had the Bulldogs been able to recover that ball on that fumble, they would have been sitting probably about the 10-yard line or so and looking to score another touchdown.
Okay, well, the Hawkeyes try to break the corner and are just not going to get there. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. I think the most incredible play that I've seen in Byron Center football was when about 2 years ago my son was kicking off, and he was coming down the left side of the field, kicked the ball off. The ball hit the receiver in the chest and bounced back into his arms as he came down the field. It was just an incredible play.
Well, so he would it would be a kickoff, and he would have the reception on that as well then.
And the reception as well, yeah.
So he kicked it to himself.
Yes.
I like that play.
Yes. Oh, there's a flag on the play.
Josh Dayton, the tackler for the Bulldogs, number 34, Ben Trues.
Now, there was some movement before the play, and they're talking to the Byron Center football team, so I think it's going to be on the Hawkeyes. It's going to be an illegal shift. It's going to be declined.
Double shift motion on the Hawkeyes.
So it'll be third down. Third down and 7. I think the most incredible play that I've ever seen, I saw one of my sons in a football game where in Little League, I'll tell you after this play. Well, the Hawkeyes quarterback was under tremendous pressure, and he throws the ball incomplete. So it'll be 4th down, and the Hawkeyes are going to kick the football away. I think the most incredible play I've ever seen, one of my sons was playing Little League football, and the quarterback threw downfield. The ball was tipped back to him, and the quarterback caught his own pass and took it for a touchdown. Okay.
So you got both the passing yards and the reception yards on
Yes,
that down.
yeah, he did. All right, number 23, Troy Thornton.
Wow, he took a shot on that by 3 of those Hawkeyes, and he was starting to get up, and He went back and he said, all right.
He's got a little Charlie horse out there.
Oh, looks like he's going to stay out. Looks like
he's going to need to come out of the football game. Okay, well, the Bulldogs are going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 40, about a 41-yard line, just inside the 40. Hackley's in motion, double handoff. Tubergen's going to throw, and it's out there. And Van Kampen just can't hold on.
It was nearly picked off by the Hawkeyes. Looks like number 21, Shan Schultz, nearly picked that ball off. It was just underthrown.
Yeah. Well, you know.
But hey, you got to love the play call on that. And the coach mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And doing the, it was really kind of an
exciting
whiteout option.
Yeah,
on
it
that.
was. Well, you know, Tubergen is the second-string quarterback, and he'll be the quarterback next year, apparently. And well, Jared throws for a first down, and it appears that Hackley picks up a first down on that play across the middle. So the Bulldogs are inside the Hamilton end of the field at the 45-yard line. You know, Tubergen is the second-string quarterback and the heir apparent to Jared, and I think that Hamilton just didn't expect him to take the football and throw it. I didn't expect him to, so.
I thought they were doing an end around.
It appeared to be, didn't it? Jared's going to hold on to the football and run in.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
Jared's going to run off the tackle.
Thrown by the lines judge. The opposite side of the field.
Jared Ford carries the ball for the Bulldogs. Tackle made by number 53, Jared Schultz. Penalty flag.
It's going to be a face match, so a call against Hamilton. You know,
Hamilton, maybe
Hamilton,
we're starting to see a little bit of frustration by the Hawkeyes. And
you know,
they're
I don't
starting
know.
to make some bad decisions and some mistakes here, and everything's clicking right now for the Bulldog offense.
Yeah, it's when it's going bad, it's going real bad. And it seems like everything is going bad for the Hawkeyes tonight at this point. Well, we've got 14 seconds left in the third period, and the Byron Center Bulldogs are ahead of Hamilton 14-7. And the Bulldogs are down at the Hamilton. What's going on here now?
I don't know what that official was signaling there.
Ah. It's because when they take the penalty and marked it off, it didn't make the first down. Makes it second down and 2. That's correct. It was not an automatic first down. It was probably not a blatant face mask call. It was a 5-yard face mask.
Would have been what they call an incidental face mask, where the player got a piece of the face mask and did not hold on. And,
well, that's the end of the third period, where the Bulldogs score 14 and the Hawkeyes 7. That's been an exciting football game so far. Byron Center football is sponsored by Boudry's Lumber Company. Boudry's at 76th Street in Grand Rapids.
well, everything's clicking for the Bulldog offense right now.
Well, there's a dance immediately after the game.
Are you going to go to that, Jim?
No, I don't think so. If they'd invite me to sing, I might do that. But you know, the kind of music I would sing, they wouldn't like. You know, I have 6 children, and I kind of understand the music of these kids today, and I just don't think they'd like my kind of music. So. Well, we're going to start the fourth period with Byron Center ahead of the Hamilton Hawkeyes, 14-7.
Well, they're making a lot of noise over here on the Hawkeye side of the stands. They're trying to rally their team and see if they can get some momentum, but it's going to be second and short for the Bulldogs.
And Kevin Richards is going to take the ball off the left tackle.
It looks like that's going to be enough for the first down.
He's going to pick up the first down, that's right.
I tell you, for a second there, it sounded like I was at a college football game.
Yeah, it did. Well, I tell you, Jason, I don't think there's anybody left in Hamilton at all. I think only the fire chief and the police chief are there. Yeah, it looks like everybody, including the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick makers here.
Yeah. They're definitely loud.
Jared's going to complete a pass to his favorite receiver, Eric Van Kampen, and it's going to be awfully close to the first down.
Yeah, they're going to spot it just short. It's going to bring up second and 2.
50-50 has donated the money back to the senior class.
And Ford brings the team to the line. He's got a man wide to the left, one wide to the right, one wing back, and a man in the backfield. Ford's going to take the ball himself, and he'll pick up the first down. Yeah, it's 10 minutes and 53 seconds left in the ball game, and the Byron Center Bulldogs have a first down. So the clock is their friend at this point. And Ford has one wingman, one man in the backfield, one man wide. He's going to hand off to Kevin Richards on the inside. And he's going to follow the guards.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get down to about the 21-yard line. It's going to bring up a second and 8. And I think what the Bulldogs are doing right now is they're running the ball, eating up some of the clock. See if they can punch it in here and get a 14-point lead, and I think they'll feel pretty safe with that.
Well, I'm not so sure I'd feel safe with it. Not the way Hamilton moved the football in that first half. And Jared's going to roll out. Under pressure, he's going to throw it away.
Fourth pass incomplete.
Well, that's going to be third down and 8. The ball is going to be spotted about the 21-yard line.
For another great job done this whole season.
It's been a great football season so far. It's the weather's really been good.
Well, it's good from inside here.
Yeah, it is. Okay, Ford's got 2 men wide to the right, 1 to the left, no wingman and man in the backfield. And he's going to roll out to the right. It's a left-handed quarterback, so he's going to throw. It's going to be picked off by the Hamilton Hawkeyes, number 21.
It's going to be intercepted. Hawkeyes, number 21, Sean Schultz.
Schultz picks the ball off and is going to take the ball back, 1st and 10, at about the 16-yard line.
Jared Ford was under a tremendous amount of pressure on that. What he should have done was throw that ball away. He threw the ball downfield, and I didn't see an orange jersey anywhere.
I didn't either. Yeah, and you know, Jared was running right, and he's a left-handed quarterback, and he didn't have time to stop, set up, and throw, or even to set up at all. He was throwing on the run, and in all fairness to him, he was really under a heavy attack. So, we've got a reverse. And it looks like, whoa.
Go, Hank! Go, Hank! Go, clip! Go, clip!
Well, Elliott saved a touchdown. That's going to be about a 45-yard run. I wouldn't count this Hamilton team out.
No, they definitely have, I think, changed the momentum in this game. That interception, they really got this side of the stadium fired up.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Number
count
32, Hank Overway, he didn't give up on that.
No, I wouldn't count this team out at all. They've got the ability to score.
Hank's missing the linebacker.
And they're going to hand the ball off for a 2-yard gain on the inside. Looks like Dakin and Fleer were at the bottom of that pile.
And Fleer definitely was.
Yeah,
he took up half the pile.
Took up half the field. He is a big boy. It's 2nd down and 9, and
you know,
Hamilton picks up another 1st down.
The Bulldogs had 3 guys that made it through that line of scrimmage, and it was going to put some pressure on Luke Weldon, but it was almost like they started jogging instead of running to that quarterback.
He had a tremendous amount of time. For some reason, we had almost no penetration then.
It makes me wonder, maybe this Bulldog defense is getting tired with the, this high-speed Hawkeye offense that they run.
It's possible. It's 2nd down and 9.
I'm starting to see some hands on the hips out there on the Bulldog side of the line.
Yeah. Well, the Byron Center defense has been on the field a lot tonight because of the inability of the offense to keep.
It was number 24, Chris Shippa on the run, and he had a huge hole.
He had a hole big enough for the 3rd Marine Division to march through.
Yeah.
They kicked the linebackers out. They got the momentum going to the left and kicked the linebackers out.
Oh, Lukey! Oh, put your head down, Luke.
I tell you what, I'm getting a little concerned sitting over on this side of the field, Jim. They're starting to they're jumping around in the stands, all these Hawkeye fans, and they're shaking the booth.
Shaking the booth and making it rock. Well, it's call them a rock'em sock'em football game here. Well, we've got 7.5 minutes left in this football game, and the Hawkeyes are on the move. They're down to the Byron Center 7-yard line, 2nd down. And they're going to run up inside, not get much there. Brian Kuzakun runs the football.
So number 54, Phil Hoffman, on the tackle.
It's 3rd down and 5. It's actually 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Kuzakun, I understand, is from Laos. And that has been intercepted.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Wow, from here I didn't think he caught that ball. I thought he batted it down and then landed on it, but the official is saying that's a caught ball and that's an interception for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. That was a tremendous play by the Byron Center Bulldogs. Well, with 6 minutes and 46 seconds, the Byron Center Bulldogs have stiffened and they've got the ball at their own 10-yard line.
Well, that's what the Bulldogs needed here, was a turnover, and see if they could quiet down these Hawkeyes.
And Jared's going to call timeout.
Maybe a timeout with 6:46 left in the 4th quarter.
Well, that's the 2nd timeout that Byron Center's taken, so they've got 1 left. Well, Jason, this has been a whale of a football game.
Yeah.
I
tell you what, the Hawkeye offense is looking really strong now, with the exception of that interception.
old man momentum has shifted back and forth on this field almost visibly. You can see the momentum shift when each one of these teams have made an interception.
Not only that, not only can you see it, but you can feel it in these stands.
Yes, you can. And you can feel this booth rocking, can't you? It kind of rocks back and forth. It always amazes me when these cheerleaders throw the girls up in the air and how much trust they have that the other ones are going to catch them. Well, the little guy with the water bottles is trying to make his way back off the field. Apparently, he's got a little trouble with his nose.
Yeah. Well, it is cool out there.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
Looks like he's sneezing.
Yeah.
And he's the entertainment right now. We're on the timeout.
Okay, the Byron Center Bulldogs come out 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. And they have a man wide to the left, one wide to the right. They're going to hand off inside to Kevin Richards, and it looks like he's going to pick up about 9 yards.
I'll tell you, I was
actually
sold on
picked
that
up
one. He
first
actually
down.
got about 12 yards on that.
He's going to pick up a first down.
13-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, it was a 13-yard gain, so. I think I need glasses that have yardage on them.
Yeah.
So I can... Okay, we've got a man wide left, one to the right, and the handoff is again inside. And Dan Elliott is the ball carrier.
Yeah, he's going to pick up 6 yards on that carry. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a nice run. Anytime you can pick up, 5 yards, and anytime you can pick that 5 up on first down, that makes it a lot easier on the offense. It gives you a lot more options. All right, Jared's got one man wide to the left, one to the right. He's got 2 wings and a man in the backfield. He's going to hand off to the man in the backfield, and he's going to pick up another 4 yards.
And it's going to be close to a first down. We'll have to see where they spot the ball. There's no signal yet. And it looks like they're going to call an official timeout and come out and measure
They're
that.
going to measure that. It's that close.
And they're running out with the change now.
This time I'd like to thank my guest spotters up in the booth this evening. Today we had the pleasure of our superintendent, Howard Ness, helping spot the game, along with our
And that is a first down. So you got a Byron Center first down. With 5 minutes and 38 seconds left in the ball game. Byron Center ahead 14-7.
Oh, it needs to happen here. They need to get that clock started. I think you're going to see the Bulldogs try to eat up as much of that clock as they can.
I think so too. I think you're going to see those inside handoffs as long as they can pick up first downs. Well, you know, there's a handoff, and looked like Jared almost missed making the handoff.
Yeah, looks like he's going to get about 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
2-yard gain on the play.
And there's less than 5 minutes now left in the ball game.
Yeah, with less than 5 minutes, Byron Center is just going to take as much time as they can.
Yeah, Hackley out wide to the right.
And Jared's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run.
It looks like Jared did what you didn't want him to do, and got out of bounds on that play.
Well, he may not have had much choice. It
Yeah.
looked like there was student body right there.
It's going to be a 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3, yeah. I tell you, I would look for that wrap draw, that delayed draw.
Yeah.
It's a double handoff, and he's going to pick up the first down. Hackley's going to pick up that first down.
It looks like that's going to be a gain of about 9 or 10 yards.
You know, Jason, he is a speedster.
He is. He's got some wheels.
He does. Every time I think that they've got him stopped, he squirts out of there. And he just is
well, nothing demonstrated it better than that 55 or so yard touchdown pass where the cornerback had him beaten by about 2 or 3 yards, and when Jared threw the ball, but he was able to
Hackley just outran him.
Outrun him and get to the ball before he did.
Okay, we got a man wide to the right. Jared's going to hand off inside.
Well, he finally went down behind the line of scrimmage, but not before he picked up a yard from his forward progress, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
And the clock is rolling, so it's just about 3.5 minutes left in this ball game. And Byron Center is up 14-7.
I think if you're the Hawkeyes, you got to start coming up with some kind of game plan at this point. You know, halfway midfield right now with the ball, and the clock's ticking. They may want to think about using a timeout when it gets down to that 2-minute warning to see if they can stop this Bulldog offense. But it appears right now they're not going to.
Jared's going to pick up the first down.
It's a great run by Jared.
That was a great run.
So to get a first down, I think he gained about 11, 12 yards on that play.
Yeah, he did. That was all Jared Ford. He just
a quarterback sweep to the right,
and he took it all the way around.
Everybody picked up their blocking assignments, and turned into a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, and that was a Ford run all the way. He never even looked downfield. He just tucked it and ran. He sprinted out and took it downfield. He's got one man wide to the left and 2 wing backs. He's got Elliott in the backfield. Elliott's going to pick up a yard or 2. And Hamilton's
and it looks like the Hawkeyes are calling a timeout. I think they're gonna, what they're thinking here, is like I said, is they want to try to use that 2-minute warning to their advantage and take a timeout before the 2-minute warning, and hopefully if they can hold them here, the Hawkeyes will bring up a 3rd down at the 2-minute warning or so.
Wow.
And then if they hold them at the 2-minute warning, I think you may force the Bulldogs to punt. But right now, the Bulldogs offense is moving the ball really well.
Here they are. There's 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the football game, and the Byron Center Bulldogs are 2nd down and 8. The Hawkeyes have taken a timeout, and on a beautiful evening, it's really turned out to be a beautiful night. The only thing could be better is if they had somebody to go to the dance with after the game. I'm not sure I could dance to the music that the kids have today, though. And if they don't have a little Lawrence Welk or Frank Sinatra, or maybe Johnny Mathis, I'm not sure I could. Not sure I would know
there
what
isn't
to
as
do.
much disparity between my age and the high school kids as there is between you and the high school kids. Maybe I might go to that dance.
Listen, I have children that have high school kids. Ford's going to take a 1-step drop, and he's going to throw to Van Kampen.
Our ball, we got it.
It looks like there's a fumble on the play, and the officials are signaling a Hawkeye ball.
Van Kampen had the football, and they say that he lost it. And so the Hamilton Hawkeyes are going to take over 1st and 10 on about their own 34-yard line. And there's 2.5 minutes left in this ball game. Let me tell you, Jason, there's plenty of time for the Hawkeyes to get downfield.
You know, and it looked like if Van Kampen had been able to hang onto that ball, he may have had the first down on that.
Yeah, he might have. Very close to it, isn't it?
It's number 41, Brian Kusakun, on the run. Looks like he's going to pick up
about 8 yards.
About 8 yards, and it's going to bring up, actually 7 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
You know, he's a real small runner. He's hard to see.
He's really small for a fullback.
Really small and really quick. And they're going to pitch to him again. He's going to cut, and he is open. And Elliott going to run him out of bounds. Oh, he's inbounds. They're going to wind that clock. It's going to keep running.
I tell you what, that was number 41, Brian Kusakun on the run again. And talk about great vision. Cutting that ball back like that and working to get downfield and pick up about a 15-yard gain on that play.
And we got 1 minute and 53 seconds left in this football game. And the Hawkeyes are on the Byron Center 40-yard line. And there are orange jerseys everywhere. So they're
number
gonna
24, the halfback, Chris Shippa, on the carry.
They're going
And I tell you what, he's
they're going to
not
stop
small.
the. Hamilton's going to take a timeout with 1 minute and 28 seconds left in this ball game. 2nd down and 1.
I tell you, Jim, this is about as exciting as it gets.
It is, yeah. This is very exciting. Byron Center is going to have to suck it up and rise to the occasion. And if they can stop the Hawkeyes drive, they'll have the football game. If not, this thing may go into overtime.
Well, I think this is what the Bulldogs need as much as the Hawkeyes need is this timeout, so they can catch their wind.
Yeah, but again, momentum has shifted, and it shifts. I mean, it's almost visible on the field with the interception. And in this case, it was a dropped pass. It was a fumble, and you could literally see the momentum shift to the Hawkeyes. And the Hawkeye team is jumping up and down on the sidelines, and they're pretty excited.
That's many times all it takes is a big play in the game, a turnover, an interception.
Well, they claim that there are 5 critical plays in a football game, and right now we've had 4.
Yeah.
Well, with 1 minute 28, the Hawkeyes come to the line.
It's going to be 2nd and 1. They're going to give it to number 41, Brian Kusakun again, and he's going to pick up what appears to be about 14 yards, and it's going to be another Hawkeye first down.
Yes, it is. 15-yard gain, and he's down to the 16-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. And
wow.
Ship is going to be dropped in the backfield by number 77, Bischoff.
Well, Bischoff just came firing through that line and met him.
He just
met
everybody.
him about 5 yards in the backfield, I think.
He just beat his man.
It's going to be 2nd and 15. And they were set. That's going to be a penalty on the Hawkeyes.
Yeah,
you can't set on the ball and then come back to huddle.
Yeah, they came out of their stance.
That's just a mental error there.
You know, I think that they called that play that way. Something isn't right on that. Well, the ball's at just inside the 30-yard line, and Longstreet's Ship had dropped the ball, and he got his clock cleaned right at the moment.
I tell you what, even if he had caught that ball, I don't know if he would have been able to hang on to it.
I don't know either.
It was passed out to number 34, Ben Truce, and he just bobbled it, lost it, and then just got hammered.
Yeah, he did
by a Bulldog.
Elliott just hammered him right. I mean, just hammered him.
And we're down to 43 seconds left in the ball game. It's going to be 3rd down and 20 for the Hawkeyes.
The ball is at the 29-yard line. So this is do or die. Look at this. And the Hawkeyes have a man open.
That's going to be a Hawkeye touchdown.
On a gadget play. Well.
Wow, well, it was deafening on this side.
Well, on a gadget play,
It's going to be the Hawkeyes are going to call a timeout here, and I think, what do they do here? Do they kick the field goal to tie it up, or do they go for the win?
You kick it.
well, you're gonna,
This is going to be the head coach, Chris Myers' call.
yeah. I got to tell you, if it was me, Jason, I'd go for 2. The way my team is playing, the way the Hawkeyes.
The momentum
are playing,
right now
sure.
is definitely in the Hawkeyes' corner.
I would definitely go for 2, but
I think I would hand it off to that fullback, number
Yeah.
41, Brian
No question.
Kusakun.
But I think the safe thing to do is to kick it. But if it were me, I'd go for it.
You can see the Bulldogs stand over on the sideline just numbed by
Well,
what they're
you know-
watching. Then you see the Hawkeyes over here all holding hands and jumping around. And
Well, I just think that
I think they're going for it here.
I think they are too.
For the Hawkeyes, they're gonna get the ball on the 3-yard line here.
This is going to go for the win, or for 2, or go for the loss, one or the other. With 36 seconds, no, they're going to kick.
Nope, now they come out and they're going to kick a field goal. It's a fake.
It's a fake. It's a fake.
He's got him.
They yank him down.
It's a fumble. Bulldogs recover.
And the Bulldogs recover with 36 seconds left in this football game.
And the Hawkeyes, I believe, are out of timeouts.
Yeah, they're out of timeouts and they have to kick
The
off.
Bulldogs are going to win this ball game.
Well, that's a tremendous turn of events.
Well, that's why they play the game.
I am just absolutely amazed at this Hawkeye coach. I cannot understand why he didn't go for 2. I cannot understand that.
Well, he did. It was a fake.
Well, yeah,
And he set it up, but I think
why on earth he wouldn't come out, put his faith in the.
I think the Bulldogs were not faked on that, and I think they said there's no way
absolutely
we're going for
not.
a win.
Yeah.
And they were prepared for that.
But you have number 41 who has picked up 15, 16 yards at a carry. Why on earth he wouldn't put
not only
the
that, but you're on the
confidence in his
3-yard
team?
line. You have Luke Weldon, who's just been phenomenal on the sweeps.
Yeah.
Why not let him just keep the ball and run it out on a strong side? And
Sure.
You pick up your blocking assignments. I think he can get in the corner.
Sure. I mean, the quarterback sweep, you've got that number 41, Kusakun. I think that was poor coaching. And there's
It's an onside. It looks like number
sure.
1, Brandon Keyser, is the only one that grabbed the ball and immediately fell down on it like he should. And the Bulldogs are going to have the ball at the 45-yard line with 34 seconds left. And this ball game's over.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think that was a poor call.
Well, if it had
Byron
worked,
Center's going to take
if it had worked, yeah, the head coach, Chris Myers, would have been a genius, too.
I think it's a poor call. I think he had a team that had the momentum coming down the field, and he just gave it up.
Well, it certainly made for an exciting
It's been an exciting
ending.
football game. Yes, it has. No question about it. And had the fake worked, he would have been the star of the game. And as such, you're either the star or the heel, one or the other.
Yeah.
But I'm still not convinced that it was the right call. But, that's why I sit here and talk about it, and he's the guy that has to make the decision. Well, Byron Center took a timeout. Byron Center Varsity Football is brought to you tonight by Boudry's Lumber Company. Boudry's Lumber Company has sponsored Byron Center Varsity Football all season long, and we'd like to encourage you to go to Boudry's Lumber Company in Grand Rapids.
Well, I fully expect that Jared Ford is going to take a knee on the snap.
I would think that
Clock's
would
going
be
to run.
I would think that would be prudent.
That's exactly what he does. He takes a knee,
And I don't think the Hawkeyes have any timeouts, and I
No.
don't think they can stop the clock.
they used their last timeout when they took it, trying to decide whether they're going to go for 1 point or 2 points.
Or 2 points, sure. Yeah, that. I don't know. I'm still shaking my head about that. Well, the clock is running. It's down to 6, 5, 4.
And that's gonna be it.
3, 2. They were not even going to take another snap. And the Byron Center Bulldogs have defeated the Hamilton Hawkeyes with a score of 14-13. Jason, this has been a thrilling football game tonight.
I think this is by far the best high school football game I've seen in a long time.
Yes, it is. Both of these teams fought their hearts out. It was a fairly evenly matched football game, and they've done a very, very good job. Both of them did an extremely good job. Well, we've been excited to bring you Byron Center football this season. We've been exciting to have Jason King with us here in the booth and doing the play calling for the Byron Center Bulldogs. We're going to invite you to come back this coming year. Hope that you consider that, Jason.
I hope to be back. Thanks for having me.
Good. Well, from all of us here at Byron Center High School, Waddell Field score tonight is Byron Center 14 and the Hamilton Hawkeyes 13. Byron Center closes out their home season with a win tonight. Hope to see you back next season. From all of us here at Byron Center BCTV, this is Jim Cyber. Say goodnight.